This video is for Math 70, and this is the assignment on compound inequalities. So this builds on the last assignment where we were talking about solving inequalities. So let's take a look at some of these even-numbered problems. So the key thing with these compound inequalities, so in problem 2 we've got -2 less than a minus 2 less than or equal to 1. So the issue here is that in most equations or inequalities, let's take an inequality like 3x plus 7 greater than or equal to 9. Just like in an equation, there's two sides, so when I subtract 7 here, I'll subtract 7 here, keep everything in balance. In a compound inequality, 1, 2, 3 different sides, okay? And so, if I'm going to add 2 here to get that a by itself, I have to do it in 2 other places, here and here, okay? Now, here I just cross it out and I say a. Over here, we'll have less than or equal to 3. Over here, I don't want to just cross that out because then there'll be nothing there. I need to put a 0 there, okay? I could put a 0 here instead of just crossing it out and call it a plus 0, but typically we don't do that, okay? So, here's our answer, a less than or equal to 3, but greater than 0. And so then if we want to graph this on a number line, there's 0, there's 3, and there we go. Okay? Alright, let's look at a couple more here. Problem 4, got a -6 less than or equal to 3 plus x less than 4. Alright, so now we know in these compound inequalities there are 3 places where we have to do everything instead of just 2. So here we want to subtract 3, subtract 3, subtract 3. These will cancel out and make 0, and that'll just leave us with x. Here we'll get +1. Over here, -9. There's our answer, x less than 1, but greater than or equal to -9. So, if we go to graph that, that'll look like this. Okay. Alright, problem 6. We've got -2 less than 2a minus 1, less than or equal to 5. Okay, same situation. If I'm going to add 1, I need to do it in 3 different places. That will cancel out. There's the 2a, that'll be 6, and that will be -1. And then I have to divide by 2 in 3 different places to get the a by itself. And you could keep that as a fraction if you want to, -1/2. And then we don't have to do anything too fancy on the number line. Let's see, here's 0, 3 is out here, -1/2 is right there. We get an open circle on there, and then a closed circle on the 3. And so there's the graph for that one. All right, well, let's look at a couple more here. Let's look at problem 8. -8 less than 3a plus 7 less than or equal to 1. Okay? So, same scenario, we're going to need to subtract 7, so we're going to do that in 3 different places. Those cancel out and leave us with 3a. This will be -6, and over here, -15. Okay? And then, again, we're going to divide by 3 in 3 different places. that'll be -2, that'll be -5. There's our answer. And then if we want to graph this, let's see here, that'll get a colored in circle, that gets an open circle, and that's what the graph looks like. Okay, let's see here. Problem number 10. -9 less than or equal 3x minus 6 less than or equal to 0. All right. So let's see here. Again, we're going to add 6. We have to do it in 3 different places. These cancel out and leave us with 3x. Here we'll have positive 6. Over here looks like we'll have a -3. And then we have to divide by 3 in 3 different places. That'll leave us with 2 here, -1 there. And so on the graph, let's see, those both get colored in circles. And so there's what our graph looks like. All right, let's do one more here. Problem 12. Let's see here. -3 less than 2x plus 3 less than or equal to 11. So we'll subtract the 3 in 3 different places. Over here we'll get 8. Over here, -6, and then divide by 2 in 3 different places. So we get x less than or equal to 4, but greater than -3. And so on the number line, it's going to look like this. Closed circle on the 4, open circle on the -3, and then we just color in between those two. So that's it for compound inequalities. So the only really tricky part here is that instead of just adding this or doing something to both sides of an equation or an inequality, here you've got 3 different places where you have to do it. Okay? So that's it for this one. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.